Hazelwood ready to start from the City end. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Bit of a change up in the field now.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Quick onto that in the infield. Edged, what a delivery. Massive appeal from the bowler and fielders. Didn't see or hear anything live. Perhaps the faintest of nicks. That's just outrageous.
Great delivery. And it seemed to be a simple decision for the umpire. Such a big wicket to send this one back without scoring.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Edged it, peach of a ball. Over, England are 2 for 1. That's the end of the first day's play. Sit back, enjoy the highlights, and join me again tomorrow. Nice, solid defensive shot.
A few gaps opening up here with the more aggressive field choice.
Dug that out well.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. End of a fine over, some very accurate bowling.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Wow, that missed the lot. Now then, there's an appeal, but nothing of note really happened. Stark, ready to start from the pavilion end. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, one off. England are 8 for 1. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though.
A more aggressive look to the field, a few more catches in place. A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Crawley watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
End of the over. Batting seems to be quite tough at present. You can feel the screws slowly turning in. Misses everything.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Big appeal. What's the umpire going to say?
That's a key wicket. Not what you'd want so early in the innings, barely troubling the scorer.
Australia might look to push up a bit in the field and keep the pressure on the new batter. Hazelwood ready to start from the City end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Someone different now to bowl at brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Hazelwood bowled a tidy line that over. Gone. Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
It's a new batter for England.
Dug that out well. Finds the fielder with that shot. Nice, solid defensive shot. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. End of another tidy over. Dot ball to finish off, and it's a maiden. Start, ready to start from the pavilion end. Doesn't beat the infield.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Stark bowled a tidy line that over. Hazlewood ready to start from the City end.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper. Bit of shape on the way through. Root happy just to watch it go by.
Dug that out well. Nice, solid defensive shot. Quick onto that in the infield. Dot ball to finish off, and it's a maiden.
19 for 3.
Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that, though. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
End of the over, not many coming from it. Finds the fielder with that shot. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. End of the over, 1 off. England are 24 for 3. Start, ready to start from the pavilion end. Outside edge, but that'll be safe, and another boundary. The bowler in disbelief at that one. Yes, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Doesn't beat the infield. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, 4 off it. England are 28 for 3. Nice, solid defensive shot. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Oh my, that's racing away.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
4 runs added in the over. England are 32 for 3. Straight to the fielder. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though. Misses everything. That's the over. England are 33 for 3. Hazelwood ready to start from the City end. Through the gap, great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will he reply?
Dug that out well.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line, just a slight tweak to the run-up will sort it out. Can't get that outside the ring field. Nicely played, perfect timing.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Oh, now that's a brilliant diving stop. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over, 10 off it. England are 43 for 3.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
He'll be aiming full and straight.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. End of the over, 2 runs added. England are 45 for 3. Hazelwood ready to start from the City end.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but it doesn't matter.
We'll want to make use of the extra delivery. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Nice, solid defensive shot. Oh, great run out. That's out.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
As they take guard, they'll want to feel bat on ball early and get off the mark and settle the nerves a bit.
A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Stokes watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Dug that out well. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, not many coming from it.
The captain's going to change things around in the field now.
Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shots, might be four.
Lovely shot. Cuts it away and nothing the fielder could do to stop that one. A little too much width from the bowler, and it's just put away nice and easy square. Good shot.
Ah, that's nice. Good defence. Quick onto that in the infield. Hazelwood kept it tight. Start, ready to start from the pavilion end. Lyon, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Some adjustments to the field.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has work to do.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Timed to perfection.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nice, solid defensive shot. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. 5 runs added in that over. England are 57 for 4. The right-on pace bowler is coming into the attack from the City end.
Bit of shape on the way through. Brook happy just to watch it go by.
Dug that out well. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over and none off it. Edged, but it falls safe. It's a very strong appeal here. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated batter heading back to the pavilion.
New batter will probably look to work the singles early on and settle in. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Doesn't beat the infield. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. End of a superb over, taking a wicket and not allowing them to rotate the strike. Cummins, ready to start from the City end.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Punched down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
That last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear now for this innings. Nice, solid defensive shot. End of the over, not many coming from it. 65. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Well, if they keep appealing like this, the umpire might have to sanction a warning. Good shot, a beauty. They've gone up, but I'm not sure what they're appealing for. This is a big appeal. Very good shot there.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling. Textbook perfect, a lovely drive through the covers and no need for the fielders to move. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Dug that out well. Straight to the fielder. That's the end of the over and nicely bowled.
69 for 5.
Lion ready to start from the pavilion end. Glanced away, but fine, short, fine leg.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful delivery. No chance for the fielders.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Drifting onto the legs and driven away. Lovely shot. Great bit of fielding there. Direct hit, and he was gone for all money. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, 8 off it. England are 77 for 5.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. End of the over, a maiden. Quick onto that in the infield. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Bowler and slip cordon, very confident. Good shot, a beauty. They've gone up, but I'm not sure what they're appealing for. Dot ball to finish off, and it's a maiden. Cummins, ready to start from the City end. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Oh, now that's a brilliant diving stop.
A few moves made in the field. Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Gone, superb catch. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Really getting to the tail enders now. Sixth wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
They'll be looking to play in what we call the V early on. A straight bat, keeping the elbow bent and upright, and then look to expand the shot making as they settle in. Ah, that's nice. Good defence. Dug that out well. Smith finishes an excellent over and walks away with a well-earned wicket. So that's the last ball of the session, and that'll be lunch. Australia have just shown what they're truly capable of. Some truly awesome bowling. England are in all sorts of trouble. Too much excitement for me. I need to lie down.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've always got to make them play on your terms.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Couldn't get it through the field. What a shot, lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that. Glanced away, but fine, short, fine leg. Lion bowled well that over. Well, if they keep appealing like this, the umpire might have to sanction a warning. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder. Nice, solid defensive shot. Maiden over, well bowled.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Doesn't beat the infield. Good shot, a beauty. Ended the over, the batter's pinned down at the moment. Smith ready to start from the City end. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Cuts that off well in the infield. Gone, great catch, quick reactions. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter makes their way out. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. England absorbing the pressure well from the bowlers. Can't get that outside the ring field.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Timed to perfection.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. End of the over and another tight over by the bowlers. Tough work out there for the two batters. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
He's coming into bat for England.
Glanced away, but fine, short, fine leg. Nice, solid defensive shot. Dot ball to finish off, and it's a maiden. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Finds the fielder with that shot. Good shot, a beauty. Dug that out well. Nice, solid defensive shot. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Lyon bowled a tidy line that over. Smith ready to start from the City end. Glanced away, but finds short fine leg. Quick onto that in the infield. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Another one goes off to the pavilion. That's 9 down now. Some good bowling, finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the end.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. End of the over and another tight over by the bowlers. Tough work out there for the two batters. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
End of the over, not many coming from it.
90 for 9.
Smith having a fine day out. Brilliant bowling so far and just needs the one for a fifer. Huge appeal from in front and behind. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
End of a quiet over.
Now 90
Doesn't beat the infield. Dug that out well. Oh, now that's a brilliant diving stop. Australia managed to keep the batters quiet. Smith ready to start from the City end. They've bowled beautifully so far. Deserves to pick up a fifth wicket. Nice, solid defensive shot. In the air and gone, a fine catch. That's the match.
Australia have the win, but it was a close call for once. There were talking points for both sides throughout the game.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match with some great cricket played. The crowd leave looking happy. Well, not so much the supporters of the losing team, but it has been a great match. Thanks for playing on behalf of my...
Good evening, one and all. We're here at the old...
Seems a strange decision. I really feel the conditions are going to be tricky to bat in at the start. The openers are really going to have to concentrate in the early overs.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Doesn't beat the infield. Six runs out of there. The Brave are 6 for none.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
The captain trying to stop the rotation of strike with these field changes.
Ravindra from the Brian Statham end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Out! Caught! And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
Couldn't get it through the field. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Swept away, but finds the fielder. A great over, no runs conceded, a wicket as well, putting enormous pressure on the batters.
Not such a productive second over. Bowlers reined them in nicely.
The bowler will continue for the next 5 balls.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Oh, just brilliant. On it early and sweeps it away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders.
Perfectly timed. Square cut, finds point, no run. Cuts that off well in the infield. The Brave weren't given much of an opportunity there, a very tidy over.
Southern Brave are now 12 for 1.
Ahmad, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Stretford end. Drilled that one away.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Straight to the fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck, too.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. This could be trouble. And taken it deep, fine leg. Didn't have to do too much. Just held on to a straightforward catch. Out! What a screamer.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Beats the field with a great shot.
New bowler into the attack.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Finds the fielder with that shot. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Ravindra, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the Brian Statham end. Brilliant shot there.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
The captain going on the defensive with this field.
Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that. The captain bringing a good balance to this field, I think.
Gone. Great catch. Quick reactions. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Number 5. Please give him a round of applause.
Ravindra getting a wicket in that over. Really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters. Ravindra from the Stretford end.
The bowler will continue for the next 5 balls.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Evans ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Go through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Could be close. And gone. Brilliant catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Good bowling in that over, just the one from it. The Brave, a 37 for 4.
End of the 9th over. Southern Brave are now on 37 for 4.
Ahmad, the left-arm unorthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the Brian Statham end.
I like this field choice. A good move, I'd say.
Got that away nicely. No, terrible shot. That's a massive appeal for LB, but it looked like it was going down leg. The Originals with a massive shout.
Southern Brave are now on 8 for 4. We will have another 5 balls from this bowler.
Smacks that away through the gap. Drilled that one away.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
Southern Brave are now on 5 for 4.
Garton, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the Stretford end. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Got him. That's the one they wanted. Full swinging and straight through.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Perfectly timed. Brilliant diving stop. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Brave are 47 for 5.
The 11th over. Southern Brave are now 47 for 5.
Hartley comes back into the attack. The runs have slowed. They're a good option to continue tying these batters down. Gone. Caught. Out. What a screamer.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
End of the 12th over. Southern Brave are now 47 for 6.
Garton back into the attack.
Into the attack for the Manchester Originals.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Beats the field with a great shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Edge, amazing delivery. Everyone's gone up.
End of the 14th over. Southern Brave.
Garton from the Brian Statham end.
We'll have another 5 balls from this bowler.
Edged, unplayable. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close. Bracewell looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Edge, but it drops safely. Garton ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Doesn't beat the infield. Brilliant shot there.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. End of the over, the Brave, 60 for 6.
End of the 16th over. Southern Brave are now...
Hartley coming back into the attack, has done well so far.
New bowler into the attack.
Couldn't get it through the field. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Onto that early, that could be 4. Edged, what a ball. Hartley finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved.
End of the 16th over. Southern Brave are now on...
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Brian Statham end.
The attack for the Manchester original.
Smacks that away through the gap. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
They've gone up here. Goes over the top with that shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
Southern Brave are now...
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Brian Statham end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. misses everything. 3 added in that over. The Brave are 77 for 7. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Stretford end. In the air and cover takes an easy catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air and they've taken a good catch.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Tongue, 2 full and gets punished for it. Great shot for 4 more.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
1 over left in the innings. Garton to bowl it. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
End of the 20.
And the innings comes to an end. The Originals will need 86 runs. This total is well below par and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures. Smacks that away through the gap. Good pick up, big chance. Gets that away.
Well, there was a bit of width on offer, and it was full too. Nice shot.
Vince, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
One gone, and an excellent start to this power play.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Ravindra wants plenty from these bowlers.
All about the bat speed, that one. Got under the short ball. The boundary's too short for this batter.
Nearly gets the edge. Jordan with a great delivery there. Power and precision in that shot.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Brilliant shot there.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. No. Terrible shot. Whacked away.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
2 overs gone and they're off to a superb start in this power play. 12 plus and over, well ahead of the required rate.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Oh, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. A direct hit and this could be gone. Everyone's gone up.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Crashed away to the boundary. What a shot to start with.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Klassen goes again. That's a huge hit. It's going way into the stands.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be really happy with that.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Stretford end. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. How will the bowler respond?
Nicely played. Runs one.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Jordan is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. He was quick onto that in the infield. Caught. That's a ridiculous catch. Super catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving into a big score, but not to be.
Waits for it. Crack! And that looks to be 4.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running. How will he reply?
And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going. That was a mighty win. Really just too easy to score runs and chase down that total with time to spare. A great